Hey everybody, this video is for those of you that asked to see how I do the tape on the goalie sticks for my son. So first off, you have to have an idea of what you want to put on there. As you saw in my pictures, I put, I'll just put a couple different things up here. I've put up the Buffalo Regals logo here, the N for Williamsville North. This one I did freehand. And then what I did is I laid this tape on top of yellow tape and then just basically cut it so it looked like an outline. And that's what I do with the buffalo here. And then with, like, for example, the eye and the tail area, I just cut a little piece out and stuck it on top. The key to all of this, though, is to make sure you wax it after you tape it, and that helps protect it. So first things first, so the recent one here was with the Wheatfield blades. And so I basically, you got a couple ways to do this. You can either print out the logo and then cut it out. Hopefully it's around the size that you need. Or what I did was I couldn't get it to print the right size. So I put it on my phone and I took a screenshot, and then I did the edit function, and then I made it to a size that would fit. And then I basically put a piece of paper over it and I traced it, and then I fixed the tracing and got that W. Then what you do is you take the tape, and when you lay the tape out, as you can see here, so I started with a piece and then I put a piece overlapping 50%, and then the next piece, oh, sorry about this. The next piece you put over 50% of that. It's hard to do with one-handed. And then you continue to do that, and you cut it till you get a whole piece of tape. So you get and then what you do then is you put the logo over the top of it. And you want it to be double thick, but if you overlap it, then it stays together, as you can tell. And then what you do is I trace this and then cut it out with a razor blade. And then you can peel it apart, and I'll show you what it looks like on the stick close up. So on the stick here, if you look closely, you can see the different layers on the W. And then I do the same, so I did that first in yellow, and then I laid that on top of white, and I did what I said earlier, which is to just take the knife and kind of trace the outline of it. If you don't think you can do that, or it's not fancy enough, like with his other stick this year, or his backup stick, I just copied the stripes that were on his his white jersey, and it kind of looks like the sock that they wear. I hope that's helpful for those of you that weren't quite sure how this works. I don't have a production crew, so I apologize for the footage, but that is how it is done. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set that there, and I'll show you how to layer it here on here. So what I do is I take the tape and I lay it so it's 50% over. It's kind of like when you tape the stick, you go over 50%, and then this way it's the same thickness. And then you go over 50%. And I'm doing this kind of quickly, so it's not as accurate as I'd like it to be, because I'm a little OCD with that stuff. But you can kind of get the idea. And then when you put the W over it, in this case, the W for Wheatfield blades, see how I don't go over the top of this one? Because this one is only one piece of tape, but there's two pieces of tape in each one of those layers. And if I kept going down, trace it, cut it out, you can see here, just go like this. And again, this is just being done quickly, and obviously it's not the whole thing, but when you pull it apart, make sure you use a nice sharp blade. You will get the beginnings of that W. So that's how I do it. And then, like I said, I'll take this and I'll stick it on the yellow, or in my case, it was yellow first, so this was yellow tape, and then I stuck it on white, and then I would just cut outside of that line. You can see it here. I would cut outside of that line, and then you kind of get the outline look. So that's how I do it. Hopefully that helps. And again, the key here is you have to wax it after you do this. Otherwise, it'll get beat up really quickly. The wax helps to keep it from getting wrecked quickly. Thanks for watching.